Hello Masters, welcome to the Swadhyaya challenge. Today we have Lakshmi Devi who has agreed generously to be with us to do a second session. So a call to power, a little bit about Lakshmi. Lakshmi has been with PSSM for past 5 years, who has been selflessly contributing towards so many activities for women, for children, and for beginner meditation and for full moon meditations. And she is a great energy worker too, light worker. So, Lakshmi, I would request you to come, and if you want to share anything about this, what made you to choose this book, and yeah, take us to the meditation for 5 minutes, and then we can go to the book summary.
Yeah, thank you, Pushpa. Thank you for this opportunity. The reason I chose Call to Power, Grandmother's Wisdom, is this is the time. This is the time to evolve. It's the era of feminine. It's the era of women, as Patriji said. And particularly during this time, in the coming 3 months, it is the feminine power, just more prominent. And who else can give such a great feminine energy than the grandmothers? Grandmothers are not just the simple grandmothers, they are the grandmothers. So we'll know more about them. And before going to the book, let's meditate for 10 minutes, Pushpa, with the energies of grandmothers.
You'll play the music,
Oh,
Lakshmi.
do you want me to play? Yeah.
You can play and you can guide us.
Yes. So clasp your hands, cross your legs, and slowly close your eyes.
Let me make you co-host. Sorry for that.
గారికి నమస్కారాలు. మరి చక్కగా ఈ పౌర్ణమి నాడు మనం ధ్యానం మొదలు పెడదాం.
Let's keep with us, our true self masters. Keep observing your breath. Completely come to this present moment to be with ourselves. We have all kingdoms in us. We have the mineral kingdom in us as bones. We have the plant kingdom in us as a digestive system. We are the nature masters. Connect to that and to our Guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Connect to the grandmother's consciousness, the divine mother. Connecting to the consciousness of the author, Sharon McCurlin, whose grandmother's messenger. Let the wisdom of grandmothers flow through this session, and let's all welcome grandmother's wisdom and the divine feminine energies. From the heart, slowly place your palms on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So before going to this book, Call to Power, let me say my journey with grandmothers. Initially, I don't know who is grandmothers, never heard of them. When I was attending Adi Yogi sessions, I used to get one old lady, very old Native American lady. She is all golden color. As soon as I see her, I, I'll just watch. It's the same feeling when I see any other great master who has a great vibration. So I used to love that presence. And I was wondering who is that Native American lady. And once one African lady came. Who are these ladies? Why are they coming to me? And I asked one of my teacher, Priya Jain. So I am getting the whenever I get that Native American grandmothers, the old ladies, they say, become the mother of the world. You are the mother of the world. What does that mean? Being the mother of the world, what are they trying to say? And I was absolutely clueless. But whenever I have the presence, automatically my being, the entire being will be filled with love. Nothing else than love. And I asked, and she said it should be grandmothers. That is grandmothers, and she shared this book, A Call to Power. If you want, you can read about that. That is when I got to know they are the grandmothers, the old ladies who were coming in my meditation. They were grandmothers, and it was so brilliant when I was reading, because later I realized whatever experiences McSharlin, the great author, was going through, it was greatly coinciding. It was a huge coincidence, unusual, but I was filled with love for grandmothers. And while reading the book, I got to know they are just not any other masters. They are they are the grandmothers who we call. And let's talk about the author, Sharon. She is a psychotherapist, and she, in 1996, she was in California and she was walking her dog near the beach, and she had no clue what she's seeing. She saw few ladies, wise women. They were and she can't say they are energy bodies. At the same time, she can't say they are physical. She was seeing it, not seeing, in that zone. And she said, okay, who are these ladies? This Native American lady, African lady, Russian lady. So different ladies, and they communicated. So let me read grandmother's words. Every time they say, they come, they give the message. So the very first thing they said to Sharon is, the grandmothers said that we have come to correct the imbalance of yin and yang on our planet, awaken men and women to the energy of what they call deep feminine. So the reason they said is the earth is very imbalanced with yin and yang energy, and earth needs that deep feminine energy. It is not it's not about women or it's not about men. It is the feminine energy in a very right way, deep and correct feminine energies. And why they came as grandmothers, why they did not take any other body, is if we come in our original forms, what you will do, you will label us as goddess, and or you will start a religion and do puja or your own prayers. The essence of our teaching will be lost. We want someone who is very near in your family, near and dear. If you see the grandmothers in a family, we go, we play with the grandmother, we can say whatever, we own them, we actually have a very good connection with our grandmothers. Yet any family decision, they play an important role. Their presence itself will play an important role. They know whom to support, whom not to support. At the same time, they have the transcending power. Even a parent, a mother may come and discipline a child, but the grandmother's way of disciplining is different. Yet she will be there. She'll be there for mother and the child. At the same time, her way of handling will be with love and dignity. That's why they took the form of grandmothers, just wise old ladies. And they when they come, they say, we give utmost respect to our grandmothers. At the same time, we know they are here to protect us, they guide us. The grandmothers here are also doing the same thing, protect us, guide us, and energize us. They fill us full. So the story of Sharon in this book started in the California beach, right? And she was wondering who those wise women were, the grandmothers were. And she couldn't believe what she saw because she can't say if it is physical or not. And then the women gathered around and they were like doing some animation actions. So from the distance, she wanted to go and talk. Once Sharon talked with the grandmothers, they surrounded her. And whenever grandmothers come, they surround you and they dance. They'll make you feel comfort. They in whatever zone you are, you may be empty, you may be that depressed. The moment they come, they surround you with so much of energy and love in the form of dance or singing, or the in the meditation she saw a cloak being given to her. So everything has a meaning, having the cloak. So it's like an empowerment. And they announced that they are the great council of grandmothers. And Sharon was initiated for the process, giving that cloak or the cloth which they wear. It is like initiation process to become that grandmother. And one afternoon, and she did not say to anyone, not even to her husband, because people may think they are crazy. So she was walking in a garden and she saw a huge bird bigger than a hawk. And Sharon watched that bird, and that bird approached her and just left. It was so majestic. So she knows that there is connection between all these things. So, and she asked the Native American teaching. She went for that. So what does that eagle mean? I think that eagle means, it was so huge, right? So They said it is the power of spirit, the connection to the divine. And when you see an eagle in a meditation or in front, in your wakeful day, it is like representing some dimension as well. It is like you're living in the realm of spirit at the same time connected here, both well balanced. It is saying that you are guided and you are connected to both upper realm and down, both, and you are getting balance in that real earth. So she knows that, Sharon knows that it is a message for grandmothers that she's been connected to one of the dimensions where grandmothers exist or from. Okay, so, and what grandmother says is they give a different beautiful teachings. Here in this book club, I'm giving the gist of what the teachings are. Actually, Sharon, the author Sharon had went to Native American shamans, and she learned to travel with the shamanic drums. She learned to travel to the realm of grandmothers. And so each time when she met grandmothers, she realized that each grandmothers has a different energy. Like, if one grandmother was for plant kingdom, the other grandmother was for mineral kingdom, and one was for womb healing or the feminine. How did I know? It's because of the energy work I did. Okay, so it was so beautiful, and she knows that different grandmothers were there and they were giving energies. So if we take the gist of the learning, what Sharon said, it is correcting our thoughts, correcting our feminine. It is the same which is there in unified, it is the same which is there in Sith. It is the similar, everything is the same. So they want us to correct our thinking process, the very being, like the proud goddess we are, the proud feminine we are. Grandmothers want that in every being. Why only feminine? Why only feminine now? Because yang is overly imbalanced, it's overpowered, and you want a strong feminine who will correct it. And that is the need of that feminine power. So, and they said, we are here to restore yin to full beauty power so that the world may once again come into balance. We will empower women and comfort men, awaken them both to the feminine principle. So Sharon, after hearing that, she knows there is more towards the grandmother's wisdom. So she wanted to journey more. So after learning the shamanic, the journey, she explained how her meditation vision, like in the start of the book, you will see her visions very random, very vivid, and when towards the end of the book, it goes very subtle. She would be directly getting the message. When we read the book, it is like journeying through that, her journey. We experience her journey also. And so when she, every time she visited grandmothers, she used to record so that she'll come back and she will listen to what grandmother said. And here, and she also calls, because in shaman, when we are going to the upper realm or different realm, it's always good to have the spirit guides with us. That's what shaman suggests. And she was instructed to ask for the spirit guides, and her spirit guide was eagle. Eagle took her to the realm of grandmothers. They were all standing, so elegant, so majestic. And the way grandmothers look is, or their energy is like if you see a royal queen who knows everything, and she is having that infinite power, never-ending supply. If you visit such a person, what a contentment you will see. That is the power of grandmothers when you be with them. So grandmothers replied to Sharon that you are to come here, sit with us, and be a part of this council. This is your rightful place. You are acquiring power and stability, and this is initiation. The eagle is part of our work, our messenger. He set the action in motion. So, eagle is a kind of representation, as we said, right? And it is also the focus on your journey. And my grandmother said that we are bringing the earth to something from sky now. Why? Why? Because earlier the energy was a little dense. It was not accepting that realm's power. And now the earth is ready to receive the divine mother's energy, the grandmother's energies. And once the initiation is done, so before that, the grandmothers also say that doing this new but old way, which is out of earth for so long, we all have been listening, even in Devi Bhagavatam, or we all know that earth was earlier in a matriarchal society. Then the masculine power overpowered that feminine. So it is nothing new. It is the old, but it was long forgotten. Now they are bringing back that wisdom and the energy. So whenever grandmothers meet, they dance and they vibrate with high, because when we dance and we sing, there is every time there is the vibration. We have to be a vibrational match to connect to a certain frequency. Either you can be very heartful, very compassionate, very joyfully receive love. Yes, you're not able to do it, dance. That's why in Dasara also dance. No, go round and round and round. Automatically the energy will be changing. Your vibration is changing. Your chakras energy is changing. You have the power to connect now. So that is like the dance and the connection with the grandmothers. They always fill you with love when you are there, even in meditation or in the real life. That's what Sharon says. So then Sharon frequently met grandmothers and she got the teachings, and she had some doubts. Even then, she was traveling to grandmothers in meditation, in trance, shamanic. She had a doubt whether they really exist or is she imagining. So she had the doubt, and she went to talk with grandmothers. So she did an affirmation saying, all the falseness be removed. With the intention, she went. She forgot that she had a crown in her teeth, which is not hers. So it hurt, and it was trying to come out in her real life. So in meditation, whatever we set right, the intentions, sometimes we have to be very clear of the intentions we set. When she said, all falseness be removed, even her false teeth was getting removed. So then she came back to meditation, and she said, let the falseness in my thoughts, words, and actions be removed. When once she said that, grandmothers laughed, and they know in and out of us, and they said, so they gave the teaching on comforting her. So believe yourself. I'm giving the gist of it. There are beautiful journeys and meditation experiences she shared. So I'm trying to give few teachings of grandmothers. So one such thing is power, beauty is living out of one's essence. It is not power over or power in order to, but being 100% oneself and living in the truth of who you are. So let's understand this. Usually in relationships or in our social life, what we do, we see our power over something. Like in our office, we communicate so that we mostly, even in our office or in our social life, we communicate to express that we know. Many times we used to do. After communicate or after meditation, we would have changed, but still many are doing that. We want our words to be heard. We want to show that our content is right, and that is where we are in that yang. Okay, our actions are aligned to take power. Even for the children, if we say, come wash your hands and come eat, he will be saying, I want to play. Okay, but it is not a request. It is like you take the power, or in order to achieve something, we'll be talking. And grandmothers are saying, it is not the power over or to power in order to. We have to be in our own essence. We have to be our own essence of love, or whatever we are. Our own essence should be there. And we need to just communicate. And when we live like that, automatically the other things will be aligned. For example, if we say, when we cook or when we do, especially when you are in a joint family, we would have experienced that mostly when you yell at your kids, it is not because of what the kids did. It's the baggage which we carry in our mind, mother-in-law, husband, friend, neighbor, or something, right? So we want to take that power over them. But what we do, we lack the confidence. So that instead of that power over, on in order to show our power and in order to know that we have that power, we find a little lower place to show that power. So this drama has been happening. This drama is happening that grandmothers want to change with this beautiful learnings. We feel these are simple words, but when we implement, all we have to do, no matter what others are doing, is be in our essence. When we be in our essence, the strong we are, they will automatically change. That will notice. Once we notice, obviously we would not incline to any other behavior other than our own essence. Okay, and the one more teaching of grandmother is, since beauty is outward manifestation of one's essence, every being is beautiful when expressing this essence. Beauty or power is life in action. Truly, it is manifesting itself. So here, if you see a child, you feel it so beautiful. The child may be having the child may be crying, she may be having a runny nose, it could be any color or curly hair, not even taking bath, but how cute. Why? They exuberate that love. They are in there, they are living in their essence. So is the masters. When we see great masters around, they live, they don't calculate what will others say, what will they say. So they be in that essence, and the beauty automatically exuberates from them. And grandmothers want us to practice that beauty is the outward manifestation of one's essence. So turn inwards to beautify ourselves. How do we beautify ourselves? To get that divine feminine energy into us, to become that goddess, to become that power. First, cleanse. What is there is not needed. Just cleanse, let it out. And then come, fill with wisdom, fill with love, and then share. And this is what grandmothers say. It's the beauty of the power. It's the beauty. You gain the power Why? From whom? You gain the power from within. Power from within, because there is nothing, because you are in your own essence, right? When we are in that own essence, we are not getting the power from anywhere else. We very well know we are that power. And how do we get that power? Is cleansing. And what wisdom we have to put inside us? The divine, the deep feminine. So does that mean that we don't need yang energy at all? The deep feminine is the perfect balance of yin and yang. Actually, yin and yang is not the right term, but the lack of words we are using yin and yang or masculine and feminine. But actually, it is beyond. It is the way we live. It's how we live. So suppose we talk about feminism, okay? We talk about feminism, and grandmothers say something very beautiful about it. That is, women get furious about how man undervalues them. But how many of you are angered by the way women devalue other women? This is the everyday situation. This is the yang they are talking about. Even the feminism has that hidden yang. Who are others to devalue you? There are many incidences where women devalue other women. When we support each other, in the sense when love supports the love, the other woman is hurt, the child is hurt, the yang is dominant, the yin in her is not finding a way to express. It is not the other person who is talking. When we can see that, we can never devalue anyone. It is, and we will not evaluate or confirm ourselves about our beauty also. It is for ourselves. It is for me if I'm happy with my body. If it is for me, if I can help others. If it is for me, if it is, why me? Why centering to ourselves? There is a very great explanation later. Everyone says, even Ramana Maharshi says, Patriji says, you enlighten yourself, you be in yourself, then you think of, like, what is that you enlightening, you correcting yourself, why it is very much needed. Let's see later. When we talk about net of light, this will come. Why we have to hold ourselves so strong. So one more teaching of grandmothers is, when you have the correct relationship to yourself, the higher self, power and beauty blend together and become one and the same. Do not waste time looking outside yourself for what you think you need. Turn your awareness instead towards the source of the power that lies within you. We promise that when you begin to seek inside yourself, you will find that power and beauty to go together. Power is not in dominating. Power is being compassionate. So we talked about being aware of the infinite source within us. See, today in Buddha CEO, Chandra sir has showed a beautiful depiction of the energy system. Our physical body has a teeny energy, okay? And then comes a bigger circle where we are accessing energy, cosmic energy, through meditation. And then comes a very big circle, that is the infinite source. So how we reach that infinite source? With our external foot, we will reach the teeny circle. Okay, we are satisfying the teeny circle of energy. The physical body needs some physical energy, which we get from food. And with meditation, we get the bigger circle, a little bigger circle, the cosmic energy when we meditate. And how do we get that infinite supply of energy? It is being in our own self, inwards, vibrating with that love, knowing that oneness, and being aware each and every minute. So we are leaving the physical body requirements. We still acknowledge it, but we transcend. Then we transcend the meditational experiences. We transcend what meditation gives us, receiving meditational energy while meditating. We transcend that. We enter into the infinite supply when we are in our heart, vibrating from our heart, connecting to the everyone, to the infinite source with love. Once we transcend, there is no coming back. And that is the energy my grandmothers want us to. How we do it? Cleanse, learn the wisdom. Instead of doing, go to the being mode. Yang is all about doing. Okay, let me take an example. In Mahabharata, Arjuna was to give me that person, I will kill. Bhima, yang energy. Is Sri Krishna the greatest? Everyone will agree. Why did he fight? He was compassionate enough to stay, hold that power, witness, and do the right action, be in that moment, and he was being there. He is not the doer. Yang is about doing. Yin is about being. Knowing, be aware. When anyone is taunting, and he was cursed, he was taunted. He knows, he transcended, he was in that infinite supply. He did not want the confirmation or the energy of appreciation from others. That is the power of yin, the deep feminine. No matter you are in a male body or a female body. Sri Rama is the deep feminine, yet in a perfect balance. That is the deep feminine grandmothers are talking about. Everyone can reach it. And grandmothers want everyone to know this, because it is not a person in Himalayas or anyone else. As Patriji says, Madhya Margam, a person in family life, social life, can reach it. And Sharon is one of that lady who became that grandmother who reached that. And she had her own struggles. She had her own struggles and her teachings from grandmothers. And a little more about the doers mode. And this is about the doers mode, right? And in this book, Sharon had shared different struggles when we know the wisdom, but we are still living in the society. She's a psychotherapist. She had to balance her family life, her spiritual life, and she wanted to empower others. So she conducted classes and she was stretching herself, juggling between all those things. And that juggling did not start when she was an adult. It started as an inner child. She understood that. Okay, even as a teen, she was juggling. So every time there was a yang imbalance. Why? Because she had to get a good grade to go into good college. Why? Because society needs a tagline. That is yang. When one great master shared that her kid want to become a housewife, I was celebrating. That is yin power. That is the yin power, right? Who will get it? So that it is like celebrating our being, just being. Baby doesn't need anything. It will just be there, vibrating in love. That being mode is what grandmothers want us to empower ourselves with, the flow of energy, the flow, not about the results, not about, especially when we are planning something, no, checklist. No, checklist is not what we need. If something is not going ahead, pause. There is energy imbalance. Revisit where we are going wrong. where the group is misaligned. Send love to that person, align, things will just flow. That is the yin way. Oh, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do this, it didn't happen, I hold the guilt. That is the yang way. I know it didn't happen. That means there is one more learning. Happily invite the learning. Grandmothers or who are the master, no? Send me that learning. I'm ready to learn. That's the in way. And sometimes we have to be silent. When we know we are not in alignment, there is a friction. You hold so much power so that you keep quiet, watch them do what they do, yet support them with love and be silent. That is also yin way. Oh, grandmothers are beautiful. Like they give the way of living so many minute things, but it plays because we never need any confirmation or affirmation from anyone, and we stay in that beautiful journey of life, learning, and accepting. So yeah, and the other journeys of Sharon, it involves in the bird kingdom, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, and she travels to different places. She experiences the oneness with Mother Gaia, our earth, and she experiences the oneness with plant kingdom and the animal kingdom whenever she experiences. And she has a vision as if grandmothers are healing her, taking something from her, but actually what is happening, our plant kingdom is our digestive system, right? We hold lot of rage or like inner inbuilt pain in us. When we have that oneness with plant kingdom, when we understand and accept the plant kingdom, our digestive system is getting healed. In meditation, when we have the feeling we are connecting with oneness with the plant kingdom, it is we who are getting healed. It is not the plants who are we are sending love. Every time it is about us. We are the miniature of the universe. So we are getting healed when we are sending love to the plant kingdom. And as a miniature of universe, and as plant kingdom is in us, plant kingdom is also benefited. So is the crystal kingdom. So it is the harmony. And it is the harmony where you don't have to go anywhere else for searching the truth. That's why masters always insist, go inside, go inside, go inside. What inside? It is everything in you. The more exuberant you are, more open and accept you are, that is where your learnings are fulfilled. Tick, 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 tick. And we just flow. And grandmothers also talk about the empowerment, what Sharon used to give for the fellow grandmothers. Initially, when Sharon shared with her friends, she was not getting good vibe from them, and people thought she's crazy. Some old woman is coming, and all the time she'll be explaining some crazy meditation experiences. No one believed her. Not no one. Actually, she shared with very few, but even that was not accepted. And then she went again to grandmothers and said, oh, your teachings are good, and I want to write a book about it. And is there anything where anything is like prominent teaching where I can say grandmothers recognized her words? Why prominent? That means, do you think my teaching is less? Why did you use that word? Accentuate your teachings. When it is a teaching, give it as it is. No dilution. A person who is ready will receive it. A person who is not ready will skip it. Wisdom is wisdom. Vibration is vibration. Word carries energies. The intention may dilute. So the intention is grandmother's wisdom. It is not what Sharon knows or what is in this book. It is the wisdom of the grandmothers which we have to understand. And And that is all it is needed for empowerment. A sincere heart, a sincere and the desire, what grandmother says is all that is necessary to receive our empowerment is a sincere heart and the desire to receive what we have to give. Now is the time for the return of the great mother of the world. The world needs mothering now. And this is where they are saying about the return of the mother. And they say whenever we feel return of the mother is the return of the Satya Yuga, the return of the deep feminine, the return of the balanced yin and yang. Nothing else. We can use different fascinating words. We can whatever it is. It is written being in truth. That is what is written in a very beautiful way. And in this process, Sharon was a little overexhausted, going and healing herself, because always heal yourself to connect more, right? She was exhausted in healing, empowering others, talking to grandmothers. And one day she was like, I can't do this. And she asked help from the grandmothers, and that is when she was showed this beautiful picture, the cup, we can say a pot or a jar which we pour. So that was completely filled with cream, fresh, abundant, full of cream. And in that breakfast table was neatly set everything. If you could imagine, please do close your eyes and imagine this. So a breakfast table with white cloth, completely neat, tidy, and neatly arranged, whatever the breakfast you wanted, and a great pitcher, oversized pitcher, never-ending supply of that pitcher is brimming with the cream of abundance, love, whatever is needed, that fullness. And there is a cup. When you take the cup, take the pitcher and pour that in the cup and keep the pitcher. You see the pitcher is still full, brimming full of cream and abundance. That never-ending supply is nowhere but is in your heart. It is there. It is there. And it is connected to the net of light. The light, the net, the same construct which connects you to the upper realm, you to the entire world, to the entire neighborhood, the earth,